Hello, you guys, and welcome to Reviews with Whitney D. I'm Whitney D. Let's get into this, shall we?
It's just my view. Hey. I digress. It's exciting.
Shall we? Okay, you guys, don't get on me, okay? All right? Your girl been busy out here in these streets, actually in this home, okay? Let's just be real, okay? But I had a very, very busy week on last week, and when it came time to watch the show, I watched the show. I did, and I took my little notes there right here, okay? And so I'm not going to hold you guys up. I had an event tonight and I'm exhausted, but I want to get into it because I let you guys wait long enough, okay? All right, and I actually canceled the live because once I saw what happened, I was like, oh no, I don't want any interruptions. I don't need no cheerleaders, no background dancers. I want to get into this commentary and I want to let it out, okay? So let's get into this, shall we? Okay, so I told you guys my predictions on decision day and what they would choose on this last video. I gave my final, okay? So let's get into that first, and I'm going to get into my notes and then my commentary about everything, okay? So first up, Deanna and Greg. I said that they would say yes, and I was correct. That's one. And then Jamie and Elizabeth, I said they said yes, and I was right. I told you guys. I told y'all. Okay? Then I said for Amber and Matt that they will say no, and I was right about that, okay? Last but not least, this was the kicker. This is one that I got wrong, okay? Iris and Keith. That just went over my head, honey. I was like, okay. So I wasn't here for it though. My little heart was hurting. Okay, I got a 3 out of 4. Correct. Okay, so let's go couple for couple because I got a few notes here. In regards to Deanna and Greg, they actually gave each other, and I told y'all this, I said that they kind of paced themselves in this. They had some downs that they worked through though, and they had a few ups, you know, and they celebrated those, and that's the point. You guys we have to learn as a married couple to work through the bad times, but to celebrate the ups too, and I don't think we do that. When you hit a pivotal point to where you're actually doing something good, ain't no bad things going on, celebrate that, you know, and when it's bad, try to work through it, okay? But anyways, so they did pretty good. They said some great stuff about each other. Jamie and Elizabeth, my notes down here, what I said in regards to both of them was that they went through a lot, but they come off like they're trying to stay, stay. It's as if they don't want to fail or be seen like as failures in this marriage. They're older, and I think they don't want to start over because they were saying some crazy stuff like this. It was like, Elizabeth's like,
you called me a materialistic cunt, but you didn't call me a bee. And I don't want to spend my life without you.
And he was like, you don't
put out sex much. You lied to me about that. I'm not too sure. But I couldn't see myself without you.
I'm like, and I'm standing back in my head because I'm like, I told these people that they gonna say yes, here it is. It ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna get 2 out of 2. That's fine. And it was like, well, let's keep going. I was like, y'all some idiots, but hey, I got it right. Okay, server, you know. And then Amber and Matt. Amber, I said in regards to my notes, I said, oh, she's telling it all. And I said, but here go Matt over here being a smooth operator. I'm sorry, I apologize for doing you like that. I shouldn't have did that, blah, 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 third, but I think we got something. And you can see the doctors, they looking like, she better not. They better not, you know. And I'm just looking like, Amber, you better not, girl. You better not. And so, baby, she let it rip. She let it rip on Matt, and I was here for it. She went off on him. I was like, yes. And she left out. She was like,
I've never done that before. I felt great.
I was like, yes. And so he said in the commentary in that he regret doing it. You should. You really should. You're gonna sit there and say that he's embarrassed for Amber. No, idiot. You should be embarrassed for yourself. Okay? You came over here being a little slut bucket. You came over here acting like Mac Daddy of the Year, but you're garbage. Okay? You're garbage. You know, like you cute, but you ain't that cute. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, oh my God, y'all should have saw how he was treating her towards the end. They had these little magnet pictures, and she was like, "What are we gonna do with them?" And he was like, and he started taking them off and just tossing them like in the trash. And she was like, "Oh, don't act weird." I was just so, oh my God. But she got her power back towards the end. Okay, and so let's get to Iris and Keith. Poor baby Iris. I was like, oh my gosh, she said some great, beautiful stuff. But I already knew that. You know what I'm saying? But Keith was just like, and people are probably looking at it like, okay, this dude wanted the hoo-ha. But I don't look at it like that. I feel that if he wanted the hoo-ha, he would have got the hoo-ha and that would have been done. But the thing is, the reason why I respect him is because he looked at it like, okay, I don't want to move forward with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You could tell he was showing signs that he was like not necessarily not interested, because people were saying I think he was interested, but it was a lot of stuff that was starting to turn him off about her. And mind you guys, they were basically dating. They're married, but they're just getting to learn each other. So y'all were expecting this man to jump through hoops, and he just met her. So the thing is that he was still getting to know her, and was some stuff that he just didn't like about her. So if you look at it as a regular relationship, he probably would have broke up with her or just would have moved forward or whatever. But she was showing signs of immaturity. She wouldn't open up sexually, wouldn't even try. She wouldn't even open up just personally. They asked them to do a secret. This girl's talking about a quarter that she swallowed. Okay. Okay. Come on now, y'all told me to give her some credit, give him some credit. This man could have stayed in this, bust her down, and then it just would have been nothing. He was like, no, I respect you and I care about you too much to do you like that. You need to mature some more, get some more relationships. Not even saying that you need to get bust down, but just you need to grow a little bit more. You need to be able to trust yourself a little bit more to be in those vulnerable positions. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe in the future, So I respected him for that. At first, I mean, not at first, but although I was like, this nigga didn't. Oh, I'm finna whoop him. But I got it. I was like, oh, okay, respect. I respect that. I respect that 100%, So, bam. So, okay. They did something different that I was like, yes, I'm here for it. They got to meet with all the couples and sit down with them and let them know from out their own mouths if they. Sorry, you guys. I don't know what happened with my iPhone, but I said I have to finish this. Okay. So, anyways, they decided to do something totally different in regards to this season. They just keep adding more and more twists and turns and things like this and more elements to this show. So I love it. Anyway, so this time they were able to sit down with the other couples and let them know not let them know, but yeah, let them know that they were staying in their marriage or divorcing, right? So they all sat down, right? And so Amber comes out amongst Deanna, amongst the ones that decided to stay, right? So it was Deanna, Greg, Elizabeth, Deanna, Greg, and who else? It was Deanna and Greg, Jamie and Elizabeth, that were out there because they were the couples they were staying, right? So I guess they had them out already. Okay. So then Amber comes down. Okay, no match yet, but Amber comes down and she's wiping the tears from her eyes, and she was like, he's just acting like an asshole right now, or a-hole or something like that right now, right? And so then and then they were just hugging on her and stuff like that. And so they decided, she was just like, yeah, he's just acting real ugly right now. And so she went on and told them that, they decided to divorce or whatever, right? And so then Iris comes out, no Keith. And they were asking, well, what did you guys decide? And she was like, well, I'm going to let you guys ask him, right? And so she said that, she wanted them to be able to ask the person who chose not to continue going forward so they can get the explanation from him, right? So, bam. So everybody comes out. Everybody turns towards Matt and are like, so what's going on? And so he was just like, he was such a butthole, y'all. He was so ugly. They began to ask him questions and stuff like that. He was like, Amber actually was asking questions first. He was cutting her off. He was being so rude and ugly. You would think he's never had sex with this woman. You would think he's never just shown any kind of signs of likeness for her, singing songs and all this stuff like that. I guess he got some good stuff while he was out there in them streets, and it just made him turn cold. Okay. Or it could have been the fact of the matter that he was still butthurt about her exposing his butt on national television, okay? But anyway, so they get to ask him questions, stuff like that. He was like, you know what? Chapter closed, So then they get him in the commentary. That's when he said he regretted doing the show. That he was like, he didn't feel like he had to explain anything to anybody because it was the end is over. So, bam. And I'm just like, good riddance, good riddance. The Amber dodged the bullet, if you ask me. So, then we get into Iris and Keith, and they were just like, well,
Hey, you guys. Sorry about that. As I told you guys, I had came back from an event, and so my husband had just came home from after bringing the children back from the sitter. And so my daughter was excited to see me. I had to greet them and love on them because I missed my babies. But let's get back into everything, okay? So I left off stating that it was on Iris and Keith, okay? And so Iris had told everyone to wait until Keith came out to ask him, what he chose. And so Deanna kind of did her commentary and was like, that was kind of weird or whatever, but okay. So Keith comes out, and now the eyes turn to Keith. Mind you, that Matt had left set. Okay, he was like, I'm out here. Okay, so they turn to Keith and they're like, Keith, what did you guys decide to do? Like, what's your set, right? So he just said, well, I decided that I'm gonna opt in for a divorce. And then he just, explained himself that he was just saying that, that he adores Iris. However, he just feels like they're on two different paths. And, but he doesn't know what the future will present, and both of them stated that they didn't know what the future would present for either themselves. So, Deanna, just like me and all the rest of them, was like, respect, get that, and like I said, in regards to Iris, she had prayed before the decision, and we tend to pray for things, and then we get mad about the outcome. And it's just like you have to be specific in prayer for one, and then for two, when you get that answer, be accepting of that answer, and just because you hear no, it's not a denial, it's just a delay. Sometimes God needs to cultivate us and prepare us for the very thing that we're praying for. um for me, prime example, I shared a story time with you guys, and I told you how at 16 I got pregnant. And as though it was such a very huge loss in my life, I thank God. Because the thing is that at 16, I mean, yeah, we had a lot of women out here in this world that got pregnant even younger. My mom was pregnant at 15 with my older brother, and she went on strong. But maybe that's not what God had in store for me. And to be honest with you, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm more appreciative of the children that I have now. I'm a little more patient. I'm older, and then I have help. At that time when I got pregnant, the guy that I was pregnant by was incarcerated. Yes, I know, whatever. But, I'm grateful of the choices that God chose in my life. And there's a difference between you choosing things and you allowing God to choose things. And that's why the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all of his righteousness, and all those things will be added unto you. So the thing is that just because you hear no or you don't get it when you expect yourself to get it, pray on that and ask God, what are you trying to show me in this denial, or in this delay, shall you? What are you trying to build in me and prepare me? And she, being a woman of faith as well as him, she should suspect that, God has something behind that, and only time will tell. Now, you guys are or should be aware that this Wednesday they're going to premiere, like, the follow up in regards to the couples and see where they're at. I have not seen that preview in regards to anything. I'm just basing off of past. They probably won't, but if they do, I would not be surprised if Keith and Iris still have not become divorced and possibly are working on things or dating, outside of their marriage. But I don't know. Um, that is my little take on the whole Married at First Sight season 9. And I hope that I was able to recap everything for you guys, as well as give you guys some nuggets of wisdom. I took from this season a lot of golden nuggets, if you will, a lot of things that made me reflect on my marriage. And to be honest with you, with this show, me and my husband reflect on a lot of the advice that the counselors and the marriage experts put out there, and we kind of reflect on things within ourselves and in our marriage. So I don't know, that's the video, you guys. Now it's your turn. Okay, tell me what you think down in the comments below. How do you feel about the couples that stayed together? How do you feel about those that did not? And more so, what do you think about Matt? Okay, let's just put it out there. And what do you think about Keith? Those were the two relationships that decided to go to a divorce. Do you feel like it's the last of the last for Iris and Keith? Are you with me and say, we shall see? And what do you think about Matt and Amber? Do you feel like me that Amber dodged a bullet and bump Matt's behind? I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. If you are new, please do not forget to click that subscribe button. And do not forget to click that notification bell for those that are already a part of this family. If you're not, click the subscribe. Come on, be a part of this gang. Oh, we ain't no gang, but you know what I'm saying. Be a part of the family. Click that notification bell. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And sharing is caring. Please share if you like this video. Thank you so very much. This has been Reviews with Whitney D. And I'm Whitney D signing off. Bye. I digress.
Signing off. Deuces.